What's up, gang? Dutz here. Long time no see. Today, doing a little sniping. Just wanted to share some of my thoughts on consistently helping out yourself and your team with the sniper rifle in Black Ops. Patience, persistence will pay off. See what I did there? Especially if you can dial up a long distance headshot. The points pile up fast. Check it out. Whoa! In Black Ops, just because you've got someone in your scope doesn't mean it's time to pull the trigger. Wait for the right moment, as patience and timing are essential. Wait till you got a clean look at your opponent before pulling the trigger. You don't want to give away a nice sniping position just to miss. Of course, discretion is the better part of valor, and sometimes the best shot is the one you never take. Also, when setting up a sniping position, be sure to check your areas of danger from closest to furthest. Here I failed to do that. My closest area of danger? Those windows right there. A couple minutes later I'm back, and I'm gonna take Senator Trent here to the bank. To the blood bank. Later on, as you can see, I like this spot. I'm gonna check those windows for a threat. And until I'm sure there's no one there ready to take me out, I'm not gonna go down range. Once I'm sure that guy's no threat, I'm looking to acquire a target further down range. And that's exactly what I do. In Black Ops, you'll be spending a lot of time sniping out of windows and doorways. Your best bet is to stay away from the opening itself. This gives you better cover. But if you insist on creeping up on the window, I suggest using the peekaboo method. Scope in and hold your breath so you can shoot when ready. As for attachments, the suppressor really hurts the range of your sniper rifle. And the infrared, while useful, is very low fidelity, and I found it pretty disorienting every time I scoped in. I can't recommend it. In Black Ops, mid-range engagements with the sniper rifle are best avoided. You will get hot from time to time, but more often than not, you'll end up with the short end of the stick. While some of your mid-range shots may find the mark, consistency is sorely lacking. Here I would have done well to switch to my secondary, and instead... As for rumors of quickscoping in Black Ops, especially with the ACOG, well, I'll just let the tape speak for itself here on this one. The scope-in times are still glacial, and you really can't count on the ACOG for any kind of accuracy. Besides, you're giving up the #1 threat that the sniper rifle provides, and it's killing power over distance. Unless you want to get gutted like a trout, I don't recommend you try this method. Quickscoping in Black Ops myth? Busted. Of course, if you fire enough times and record enough game footage, eventually you'll find the range, and there'll be people putting videos on YouTube claiming they figured out quickscoping. But until you see a full recording of a public game online, don't believe the hype. Ultimately, I found the ACOG on the sniper rifle made me more of a liability than an asset. And as soon as I say that, I end up hitting a triple. I think that's worth a second look. Alright gang, let's talk some perks. Best overall perk in the game. For my money, it's Ghost. You don't want to have to change your sniping position just because some chump got a 3-kill-streak spy plane up. Scout speaks for itself, and Scout Pro allows quicker switching to your secondary. Every time you're on the move as a sniper, you'll need to switch out. Marathon, you gotta beat the enemy to the advantageous spots on the map. And this is how we do it. Well, I thought you'd never ask. That's right, it's the Dueling Pythons. And I'm not talking about the bad boys stretching out my sleeves. Whether you're John wooing it out of a window or cowering on the stairs, taking out some beret-wearing douchebag mimes, you can't go wrong with these fire-breathing dragons. Packing these bad boys means never having to ask pretty please. Toe-to-toe in close engagements, and even up to about 10 feet, the dual-wield pythons can hold their own with any gun in the game. Also, if you play objective-based games, like yours truly, you're going to have to use your secondary a fair amount, especially when rushing the objective. That's right, snipers. Get out there, get dirty, and help out your team. Here's a match of demolition where things got a little hairy, and I had to go after that bomb site with all I had. Luckily, all I had was the dueling Dirty Harrys. If you're like me and you enjoy objective-based gameplay, you're going to need a reliable secondary that's lethal at close range. Also, as I mentioned before, Scout Pro, I'm going to play a little ring around the rosy here. Scout Pro allows you to switch to your secondary much more quickly. This will save your ass more times than not. Ultimately, your primary job as a sniper is one of support, and sometimes that requires making the ultimate sacrifice for the objective. Of course, if you can find a nice sniping position, there's no better way to defend the objective than with your primary. In conclusion, when you absolutely, positively need someone dead fast, accept no substitutes. Let's talk equipment. I like the Frag because it travels farther than Semtex, and distance as a sniper is your best friend. Smoke offers cover for your escapes and also capping objectives in games like Domination and Demolition. And lastly, Claymores. Please see description. You may be thinking right now, what about the other rifles? Up to this point, I've only been using the L96. You might think you have other options in the sniper rifle game, but you'd be wrong. Check it out. In Black Ops, it's tough enough to get one shot on target without having to hit a second. If you're still not convinced, this next sequence should take care of that. The massive amount of hit markers you get with the other rifles is simply unacceptable in a competitive public game. That's why, despite its flaws, including huge kick and slow fire rate due to bolt action, I recommend the L96 for all your sniping needs. And if you stick with it, you might just get a shot like this.
Cobra, ready for deployment.
Let's take one more look at that, gang. This is Dutz reminding you to stay frosty out there. Thanks for watching. See ya!